Hey guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today I'm going to talk about Wonder Park. So Wonder Park is a film made by Paramount Animation and Nickelodeon Films, and I was actually not expecting a lot from this movie. I think when I saw the previews I thought it was just, a throwaway animated movie, the ones we get throughout the year that you don't think about 5 minutes later. It's not going to be that rock solid Disney Pixar film or How to Train Your Dragon or something that really has legs to it. It's going to be something that just comes and goes. It's just a blip on the radar, just a filler type movie. And I have to say, I actually kind of enjoyed it a little bit. I'm not saying it's incredible or anything, but it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. The premise of the film itself is fairly simple. So what goes on in the film, from the very beginning, it's not really a spoiler. I mean, you get it right away in the beginning of the film. It's about this young girl, June, who really loves playing with her mom and creating this wonderful park in her imagination and creating like models of the park, and it's kind of their way of bonding together. And then her mother gets sick, and the mother goes away for a while, and then as June is dealing with all this going on, she somehow stumbles upon Wonder Park in real life. And basically the film is about her trying to build back Wonder Park because it has deteriorated over time, because no one was there to help maintain it. And it's basically a story about her rebuilding her park and kind of her dealing with what's going on in real life in this park setting. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit more interested in this movie than a normal person because, as you've seen on our channel, me and Noel love Disneyland. I love theme parks. I love even watching people play games like Planet Coaster. I really just love theme parks. When I was growing up, I went to Hershey Park all the time. Now we live close to Busch Gardens. I go to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg quite a bit. I go to Disney World quite a bit. I just really enjoy the atmosphere, and I really enjoy the rides, and I really enjoy that setting. Now, the film itself, I will have to say, the beginning of the movie really set up like it was going to tackle some of the harder hitting issues. I really thought that it was going to lean into this whole dealing with depression and dealing with things like that, almost like an Inside Out type thing. And it starts to go there, and then it loses it as it goes along. The park itself is really cool. I thought all the rides were really cool. I think little kids would find all that really cool. But everything that's going on while she's actually in this park in real life is just generic animated movie stuff. We have to stop the bad guy. We have to work together. Just your plain fare when it comes to these movies. That's where it really dropped off for me. I thought the style of it, the setting, the animation, everything about it was really cool. Just it didn't have anything there. There isn't much below the surface. It kind of teased that in the beginning, and it doesn't really pay off as the film goes on. And I understand trying to deal with these topics and dealing with that particular set of things is difficult, especially when a movie's marketed towards children. And it's really hard to pull it off, and you don't see it that often other than, the likes of Inside Out or something like that. But they could have. They set it up like they were going to do it, and they set it up like it was going to be almost a coming-of-age tale for this girl. At the same time, it was being a whimsical park movie, and it just fell flat. It felt like they kind of didn't know where they wanted to go with the story, and they just wanted it to take place in this park, and that was the focal point. It was like, this is the movie. We want to make a movie that's animated, it takes place in an amusement park, and let's just work around that framework. When it really should have been, let's get this story fleshed out and then work the theme park aspect into the story. And it seemed like it was really going to go there in the first 20 minutes of the film, and then it kind of turns into your standard animated movie after that. Like I said, I thought the animation was actually really good in this movie. I thought it was really cool. I thought they created a really cool atmosphere, and they actually did some cool things with some of the angles and stuff in the movie that you don't see in your standard animated movie. And I really did like that. And I did think that the voice acting in the film was done very well. Jennifer Gardner is the mother in the movie. She seems to always be playing the mother. She plays that role so well. And I thought actually the Porcupine Steve, played by John Oliver, was the standout of the film. And I think they knew that his comedy was going to work really well for this movie because he's featured in a lot more than I thought he was going to be. I thought in the trailers he was going to be more of a side character, and he is still a side character. He's not the main focus of the movie, but he's in it a lot, and he has a lot of lines, and a lot of them are actually pretty funny. I don't know if kids would get some of the humor, but I thought it was kind of funny. That being said, it does really kind of turn into your average run-of-the-mill animated film. It's not terrible, it's not great, it's not an awful, horrible animated movie, but it's not an upper echelon, incredible film. Like, we've seen some really incredible animation. How to Train Your Dragon 3, I thought was a great movie. I don't think this comes anywhere close to that, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It exceeded my expectations. It wasn't Emoji Movie, but it wasn't Inside Out or something like that. Kind of right in the middle. Enjoyable if you want to see it. I think little kids could enjoy it. They might be missed on some of the messages early in the film, but they'll enjoy, the talking animals and the amusement park. But overall, it's just an okay movie. So if I were to rate it, I would probably give it a 5.5 out of 10. I think it is slightly better than average. It's not like I said before, it's not a great movie. but it's not trash. It's not this awful film that was just a waste of money and just trying to make money. There's something there. It just feel like it was trying to go for something, especially early in the film, and it kind of does try to come back to it towards the end of the movie. But at the end of the day, it's just a pretty basic movie with a pretty basic story. So yeah, just not amazing, but not terrible. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you actually do go see Wonder Park, let me know what you think. I'm interested to see how many people see this movie. There wasn't like anyone in my theater. I don't think it's going to make a ton of money, but these animated movies surprise me. Sometimes these movies make a ton of money, and they have these huge like followings that I would have never imagined that a movie like this would have. So if you see it, let me know what you think, and see you guys next time.